So I know tough loss, but how we feeling after the game in general? Still 2-1 start.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's hopefully just a learning loss, you know? I mean, it's not that serious. It's just the first 2 weeks of LCS. So, for sure, I mean, it sucks. But hopefully we learn and we beat C9 next time we play them.
I'm curious, do you guys actually enjoy playing Seraphine bot lanes? Or is it just one of those you're so good at it that you feel a certain level of comfort picking it?
I mean, for today, it was really like a spur in the moment. Like we don't practice it. Or, yeah. So kind of just picked it, but for sure we're comfortable on it, so we don't really need practice on it to like be able to lane and do good on it.
Are there any champions that like you really want to play, like without obviously leaking strat, like even if it's off the wall non-meta things, like is there a champion that if you could, you'd love to pull it out on stage at least once?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Xerath maybe, who knows.
What about I know you played under when you were with 100 Thieves for a while. You obviously got to
Hmm.
play under Huhi whenever he was starting his support.
Yeah.
Did he give you any ASOL tricks that you think with the rework coming up you could bust it out of support, or no?
Nah, he never played ASOL. I think that the champion was just dead at that time. Like there was just nothing at all.
Okay.
No ASOL.
So just in terms of your guys' overall strength right now, 2-1, I'd say fairly in line with expectations in the top half of where you guys would want to be. Is there
Yeah.
anything that you're hoping to really do for the remainder of this first half of the split, the first round robin?
Well, for sure, beat every team like that we haven't played yet. For sure, I think that would be like really nice. Um, but I think what I want to do most is be able to, like, if we're winning hard, and if we're losing, I want us to be able to lose like better. You know,
Yeah.
lose without getting stomped. Just lose like a slow game where you at least get like you're trading gold, and some team fights late stage are more even, and they're I think it's more like playing to our win conditions than letting them play to their win conditions. I think that's my goals.
Is there any support in particular that you're really looking forward to the upcoming match?
Uh, I mean, I'm excited to play versus IMT bot lane. I mean, it's a new bot lane. And Fleshy is, he had a pretty good, uh, at least from what I hear and from what I saw in some games, he had some pretty nice plays. So excited to see that. Other than that, it's kind of the normal, normal bot lane stuff. Not really excited to play versus anyone. Like it's not nothing special. Yeah.
Two final questions I got for you. First,
Yes.
the majority of the content that I make is actually on TikTok, which has
Mhm.
a audience that is a lot younger, but B also doesn't necessarily know a lot about the game.
Yeah.
One of the things that they love hearing is like why people play League of Legends, and I'm curious because you got into the game a little bit later than most.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about League of Legends as a whole, and what makes you come back year after year and just love the game?
Yeah. Well, I come from Counter Strike. Like I used to like be. I was trying to go pro in Counter Strike basically before competing in League. I was playing in like in LANs and stuff. You know, I was doing events and tournaments and season. Um, but what I really loved about League when I started it, is just the fact that there's like, even though it's the same map, and it doesn't really change. Even with the dragons, it used to not be a thing. But even though it's the same map, every single game is gonna be different. There's repetition in terms of like some matchups are gonna be the same, but you can always play it better. Like that's what uh, that's what League of Legends is like all about. Is like it's so addicting, and in the terms of like every single thing you do, the next game you can do it better. The next game you can do it even better, even better. There's always something that you can look at the game and you're like, oh my god, I could have done this different. I could have done this better. I could have made a better decision. I could have done this, and like that, it's so like addicting. It's like the strive to perfection. I mean, no one really reaches it, but when you watch like insane teams play and like all of like LPL and LCK and the world like finals and stuff, they don't even like they make a lot of mistakes, but the game is still played at a really, really high level where it's beautiful to watch. So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
I think that's why I like League.
Awesome. Any final words for the Poome gang out there and the CLG fans?
No, I mean, thank you for the support, and hopefully you guys keep supporting us. And yeah, you can come watch my stream during the week.
I'll try and promote it as much as I can. Thank you for taking the time, man, and best of luck this year. Been following you since the 100 Thieves days, so really hoping you guys do well.
It's been a while. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a good one, man.